The Galactic Council Chamber, a grand amphitheater nestled in the heart of the United Federation of Planets, buzzed with anticipation. Representatives from across the galaxy, a myriad of species and civilizations, had gathered for the annual summit, a spectacle of diplomacy and interstellar politics. On this particular day, an unexpected guest arrived. Zilk, a being from a previously uncharted region of the galaxy, made his entrance. His appearance was unremarkable, standing barely taller than the podium, his simple garb and slender frame stark against the opulence of the chamber. The representative's initial curiosity quickly turned to amusement. Zilk's humble visage did little to inspire confidence or command respect. As Zilk began to speak, his voice, though steady, betrayed a hint of nervousness. He spoke of his home, a planet of vast oceans and towering forests, now on the brink of annihilation. The cause, he revealed, was the Void Surge, a cosmic storm of unparalleled destructive power tearing through his sector of the galaxy, leaving nothing but emptiness in its wake. The chamber erupted in laughter. The idea that this diminutive being, from a civilization unknown and technologically inferior, could offer anything of value was ludicrous to them. Suggestions and pleas for assistance were drowned out by mocking jeers and dismissive waves. All but one laughed. Commander Jack Miles, a human and decorated officer of the United Federation Starfleet, watched Zilk with a growing sense of intrigue. Miles, known for his unconventional tactics and his victories against impossible odds, saw something in Zilk that the others did not. Where they saw weakness, Miles saw courage. Where they heard desperation, he heard determination. As the laughter subsided and Zilk's plea was summarily dismissed by the council, Miles made his decision. Approaching Zilk, he extended a hand in friendship and solidarity. The gesture, simple yet profound, silenced the chamber. In that moment, an unlikely alliance was born, one that would challenge the preconceptions of the galaxy's mightiest leaders and pave the way for an extraordinary journey. Commander Miles, with a nod of respect toward Zilk, spoke firmly. "Tell me more about this Void Surge. If there's a threat to your world, it could endanger others. Let's see what we can do together." Zilk, taken aback by the commander's sincerity, shared the coordinates of his homeworld and detailed the catastrophic impact of the Void Surge. As the two conversed, the council observed in stunned silence. Here was a human, extending an olive branch to the galaxy's newest outcast, undeterred by the ridicule that had been directed at both of them. The meeting adjourned with a sense of unease. Miles's actions had defied expectations, sowing seeds of curiosity among some and irritation among others. The council could not have known then that this act of defiance would herald the beginning of an extraordinary saga, one that would reveal the true nature of the Void Surge and test the very limits of human and alien resolve. Commander Miles, with Zilk at his side, walked out of the council chamber, their steps echoing in the now quiet hall. Ahead lay a mission that would take them to the far reaches of the galaxy, into the heart of a storm that threatened to unravel the fabric of space itself. The journey would be perilous, the odds insurmountable, but in the face of the unknown, the commander and his unlikely ally stood ready. For in the vast, echoing void of the cosmos, hope and determination shine the brightest, guiding the wayward and the brave towards their destiny. In the hours following the council meeting, the Galactic Federation's headquarters buzzed with whispers and speculation. Commander Jack Miles's open support for Zilk, the alien from an unknown world, had disrupted the day's pomp and circumstance, leaving a wake of curiosity and skepticism. While the council adjourned, Miles found himself in the company of Zilk, who shared detailed accounts and data of the Void Surge with him. The data painted a dire picture. Entire planets consumed, civilizations erased, and a path of destruction leading alarmingly close to known space. The phenomenon was unlike anything documented by the Federation's scientists, a storm of dark energy that defied conventional understanding. Miles, a seasoned explorer with a decorated service record, recognized the gravity of the situation. He knew that bureaucracy and disbelief could stall any meaningful action until it was too late. Convinced of the threat, he decided to leverage his reputation and resources to assemble a small, specialized team. This team, drawn from the ranks of the Federation's best scientists, engineers, and soldiers, would undertake a reconnaissance mission to Zilk's world to witness the Void Surge firsthand and assess the threat. The decision was not without its detractors. Within the echelons of the Federation's command, many viewed Miles's initiative as a fool's errand, a waste of valuable resources on the word of an alien being from a backward civilization. Critics argued that the Federation's might was better spent on existing threats and political maneuverings, not chasing phantoms at the edge of the galaxy. Undeterred, Miles pressed on, his resolve only strengthened by the opposition. His reputation and past successes afforded him a degree of autonomy, and his request for a ship and crew was granted, albeit grudgingly. The USS Endeavour, a vessel with a storied history of exploration and conflict resolution, was assigned to the mission. Its crew, informed of their new objective, felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. The Void Surge was an unknown entity, and this mission promised to push them to the limits of their capabilities. As preparations for departure began, Zilk worked closely with the Endeavour's crew, sharing his people's knowledge of the Void Surge and the affected regions of space. His input proved invaluable, offering insights that Federation sensors and probes had failed to detect. The collaboration between Zilk and the crew of the Endeavour highlighted the potential for mutual benefit and understanding between their cultures, laying the groundwork for a partnership based on respect and shared goals. The night before departure, Miles addressed his crew, acknowledging the risks and the skepticism they faced. "We stand on the precipice of the unknown," he said, his voice echoing in the hushed briefing room. "The journey ahead will test us as individuals and as a crew. But if there's even a chance that we can avert a disaster of cosmic proportions, then this mission is worth every risk. We sail into the dark not as conquerors, but as guardians. For our Federation, for Zilk's people, and for all civilizations that call this galaxy home." The next morning, as the Endeavour powered up its engines, the Federation watched with bated breath. The ship's departure marked the beginning of an unprecedented mission, one that could redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. For Commander Miles and Zilk, it was the first step on a journey that would forge a bond stronger than the void itself. As the USS Endeavour cut through the vastness of space, the crew adjusted to the rhythm of deep space travel, the tension of the unknown hanging heavily in the air. Zilk, now a constant presence on the bridge, offered insights into the regions of space they were about to traverse, his knowledge proving invaluable as they charted a course toward his homeworld. Commander Jack Miles, ever vigilant, spent long hours poring over the data Zilk had provided. The phenomenon known as the Void Surge was unlike anything documented in Federation archives. It was a roiling mass of dark energy that consumed stars, planets, and entire systems, leaving nothing but emptiness in its wake. Theories abounded among the crew regarding its origin and nature, some scientific, others bordering on the fantastical, but all understood the magnitude of the threat they were facing. As the Endeavour approached the outer rim of Zilk's system, the first signs of the Void Surge's devastation became apparent. Planets, once vibrant with life, now lay barren, their surfaces scarred and atmospheres stripped away. The sight filled the crew with a sense of foreboding, a stark reminder of the potential fate awaiting Zilk's world, and should they fail, countless others. Upon entering Zilk's system, the Endeavour's sensors detected anomalous energy readings emanating from the fourth planet, the source of the Void Surge. Commander Miles ordered the ship to a cautious approach, aware that they were venturing into uncharted territory. The closer they got, the more chaotic space became. The fabric of reality seemed to warp and twist under the influence of the Void Surge, creating navigational hazards that tested the skills of the Endeavour's helmsman. Zilk, his demeanor a mix of fear and resolve, guided them through the perilous approach, his familiarity with the anomalies proving crucial to their advance. When they finally reached a safe orbit around Zilk's planet, the crew was greeted by a sight that took their breath away. The planet was enveloped in a swirling mass of dark energy, the Void Surge manifesting as a storm of unimaginable scale and power. Lightning-like discharges of dark energy struck the planet's surface, each impact a death knell for the world below. Zilk, witnessing the devastation of his home from the safety of the Endeavour was overcome with grief. Yet within him also stirred a determination, a desire to fight back against the encroaching darkness. Commander Miles placed a hand on Zilk's shoulder, a silent gesture of support and solidarity. Determined to understand the Void Surge and find a way to combat it, Miles convened his senior officers and Zilk to strategize. They needed to gather more data to probe the Dark Storm's energy and discern its weaknesses. A plan was formed to deploy a series of probes equipped with the latest sensor technology, hoping to pierce the veil of the Void Surge and unlock its secrets. The probe launch was a tense affair, with the crew watching anxiously as the small machines disappeared into the maelstrom. For hours they waited, unsure if their efforts would yield any results. Then, a breakthrough. The probes transmitted data revealing fluctuations in the void surge's energy pattern, a potential vulnerability. The crew's spirits lifted, a spark of hope in the darkness. Commander Miles, inspired by the discovery, knew that the key to stopping the void surge lay within this data. With renewed determination, he set the Endeavour and her crew on a course that would lead them into the heart of the storm, armed with knowledge and a plan to save Zilk's world and potentially many others from annihilation. The mission had evolved from reconnaissance to intervention, the stakes higher than ever. But with Zilk by their side, the crew of the Endeavour faced the challenge with a unified resolve, ready to confront the void surge and unravel its mysteries. Back at the Galactic Council, news of Commander Jack Miles and the USS Endeavour's mission spread like wildfire, igniting a storm of criticism and disbelief. Many council members, who had initially laughed at Zilk's plea, now directed their scorn at Miles for what they perceived as a foolhardy venture into a danger based on the word of an alien from an undeveloped world. Conversations swirled around the waste of a valuable Federation starship and crew on a mission deemed as nothing more than a wild goose chase. Despite the criticism, a few voices within the council began to question their initial dismissal of Zilk's warning. The stark images of the devastated planets and the data streaming in from the Endeavour's probes painted a picture too grim to ignore. As the reality of the void surge's threat began to dawn on even the most skeptical of council members, the mood shifted from ridicule to concern. Meanwhile, on the Endeavour Miles and his crew, along with Zilk, worked tirelessly to analyze the data collected by the probes. The fluctuations in the void surge's energy pattern suggested a cyclical weakness, brief moments when its destructive power waned. This discovery offered a glimmer of hope, a possible avenue to counteract the surge and save Zilk's planet. Knowing the importance of this mission, not only to Zilk but potentially to the entire galaxy, Miles sent a detailed report back to the Galactic Council, urging them to reconsider their stance and provide support. The report, rich with data and backed by the undeniable evidence of the void surge's devastation, forced the Council to confront their earlier indifference. In a special session convened to address the Endeavour's findings, the Council found itself at a crossroads. The laughter had long since faded, replaced by heated debates over the Federation's responsibility to act. While some members advocated for a cautious approach, others, swayed by Miles's report and Zilk's earlier pleas, called for immediate action. Amidst the debates, a message from the Endeavour arrived, detailing their plan to directly engage the void surge, leveraging its discovered vulnerability. The boldness of the strategy took the Council by surprise, challenging their preconceptions of Miles and his crew's capabilities. In a decisive moment, swayed by the urgency of the situation and the Endeavour's daring plan, the Council voted to extend support to Miles's mission. Resources, including additional ships and advanced technology, were mobilized, marking the beginning of a unified response to the void surge threat. As the Endeavour received confirmation of the Council's support, the mood among the crew shifted from determination to cautious optimism. They were no longer a lone ship on a rogue mission. They were the spearhead of a galactic effort to confront a danger that threatened worlds beyond Zilk's. Commander Miles, standing on the bridge of the Endeavour looked out into the void, aware of the challenges that lay ahead. The mission had taken on a new weight, but so had their resolve. With the Council's backing and the galaxy's eyes upon them, the Endeavour prepared to face the void surge head-on, armed with knowledge, courage, and a newfound sense of unity. The defiance of the laughter that had once filled the Council's halls had led them to this moment, a turning point that could either herald a new era of interstellar cooperation or spell disaster for all involved. Regardless of the outcome, Miles knew that they had already achieved something remarkable. They had turned skepticism into action, and in doing so, had given hope to those who had none. With the Galactic Council's newfound support, the Endeavour and its allies prepared for the critical phase of their mission. Reinforcements arrived, a small fleet of ships equipped with technology designed to exploit the void surge's vulnerabilities. This galactic armada, unified under Commander Jack Miles's leadership, represented a tangible shift in the Council's approach to the crisis. The journey to Zilk's world, now not just a mission of the Endeavor but a concerted effort of multiple civilizations, was marked by a sense of solemn determination. The Coalition fleet, comprising vessels from various corners of the galaxy, each brought unique capabilities and technologies to the table. Their destination loomed ahead, a planet once teeming with life, now on the brink of annihilation. As they approached, the effects of the void surge became increasingly apparent. The darkness that enveloped Zilk's planet seemed to pulsate with a malevolent energy, a stark reminder of what was at stake. Commander Miles, understanding the gravity of their task, coordinated closely with Zilk and the Allied ships, formulating a plan to deploy the newly developed technology at precise intervals, targeting the surge's moments of weakness. Zilk, standing beside Miles on the bridge of the Endeavor served not only as a guide to his home, but as a symbol of the mission's purpose. His presence bolstered the crew's morale, a constant reminder that they were fighting for the survival of a world, for a people whose only hope lay in the hands of strangers from across the stars. The operation commenced with the fleet encircling the planet, each ship taking its position. The Endeavor at the forefront launched the first salvo of energy harpoons, designed to anchor the dark energy and create a focal point for the surge. The Allied ships, following suit, activated their devices, creating a network of energy beams that converged on the planet. The tension aboard the Endeavor was palpable as the crew monitored the effects of their intervention. For a moment, it seemed as though their efforts were in vain, the surge swallowing the energy beams without any visible effect. But then, slowly, the darkness began to recede, the energy network disrupting the void surge's cohesion and sapping its strength. The battle against the void surge was unlike any conventional conflict. It was a fight against an almost elemental force, a challenge that tested the limits of their technology and their courage. The Coalition fleet, under Miles's command, adjusted their tactics in real time, responding to the surge's attempts to counter their efforts. As the operation reached its climax, a breakthrough occurred. The Endeavor's sensors detected a significant drop in the dark energy enveloping the planet. The network of energy beams, sustained by the Allied fleet, had begun to dissipate the surge, its destructive power waning under the sustained assault. Cheers erupted across the bridge of the Endeavor and throughout the fleet as the dark shroud around Zilk's planet lightened, revealing the world beneath. The void surge, for the first time, was being pushed back, its advance halted by the combined might and determination of the Coalition. Commander Miles, witnessing the fruits of their labor, felt a mix of relief and pride. They had achieved the impossible, turning the tide against a cosmic force that had seemed unstoppable. But the victory was not his alone. It belonged to the entire fleet, to Zilk, and to the countless individuals who had dared to hope in the face of despair. As the operation concluded, the Endeavor and its allies remained in orbit, vigilant for any resurgence of the surge. But for the moment, Zilk's world was safe, a beacon of light in the darkness. The mission, born from defiance and carried out with unwavering resolve, had not only saved a planet, but had also set a precedent for what could be achieved when the galaxy stood together against a common threat. The monumental victory against the void surge marked a turning point in the Endeavor's mission, but Commander Jack Miles knew the battle was far from over. The surge's retreat from Zilk's world was a significant achievement, yet the cosmic phenomenon remained a threat to the galaxy at large. The Coalition fleet, buoyed by their success, prepared for the next phase of their mission, tracking the source of the void surge and ensuring it could never threaten another world again. As the fleet regrouped, Miles convened a strategy meeting with his senior officers and representatives from the Allied ships. Zilk, with his intimate knowledge of the surge's effects and patterns, provided crucial insights. Analysis of the data collected during their engagement revealed a pattern to the surge's movements, suggesting it was not a random cataclysm, but a directed force, emanating from a yet undiscovered origin point. The revelation was startling, hinting at a possibility none had dared to consider. The void surge could be controlled, or worse, weaponized. The implications of such a discovery were grave, necessitating a swift and decisive response. The Coalition fleet set its sights on tracking the surge's path through the cosmos, determined to uncover its source. The journey was fraught with danger. The surge's trail led them through uncharted territories, regions of space where the fabric of reality seemed strained, and the laws of physics bent in unsettling ways. The Endeavor and its allies encountered remnants of civilizations lost to the surge, their worlds hollow shells, a grim reminder of what was at stake. Amidst the exploration and discovery, Commander Miles and Zilk formed a bond forged in the fires of shared adversity. Zilk, once seen as an unworthy outcast by his galactic peers, had proven to be an invaluable ally. His courage and determination inspired the crew of the Endeavour embodying the mission's spirit and purpose. The fleet's journey led them to a remote sector, where the fabric of space was marred by a vast, swirling anomaly, the heart of the void surge. Sensors struggled to penetrate the anomaly's dense energy, but initial scans indicated an artificial structure at its core, a revelation that sent shockwaves through the fleet. Miles realized the gravity of their discovery. The void surge, a force of destruction that had terrorized the galaxy, was not a natural phenomenon, but a creation, its purpose and creators unknown. The decision to engage with the anomaly was not taken lightly. Understanding the risks, Miles addressed the Coalition fleet, his words a beacon of resolve in the face of the unknown. "We stand at the threshold of discovery," he proclaimed, "faced with an entity that has brought untold suffering to the galaxy. We have the opportunity, no, the duty, to confront this threat, to ensure no other world endures what Zilk's has. Together, we have faced the darkness and prevailed. Now we must venture into the heart of that darkness, armed with our unity and our resolve. For the sake of all civilizations that call this galaxy home, we press on." The fleet advanced, penetrating the anomaly's outer layers to reach the structure within. The confrontation that awaited them was unlike any they had faced, a challenge that would test the limits of their courage, their ingenuity, and their alliance. But together, they moved forward, determined to unveil the secrets of the void surge and to secure a future free from its shadow. As the Coalition fleet, led by the USS Endeavour navigated the swirling anomaly at the heart of the void surge, Commander Jack Miles and his crew faced the daunting task of unraveling the secrets of the artificial structure hidden within. The dark energy surrounding the anomaly made communication and navigation perilous, but the combined technologies of the Allied ships provided a beacon of light in the oppressive darkness. Within the strategy room of the Endeavour, a plan began to take shape. Zilk, with his profound understanding of the surge's behavior, proposed a daring strategy. They would use a series of synchronized energy pulses, emitted from the Coalition ships, to create a temporary safe path through the anomaly, allowing a small team to infiltrate the structure and gather intelligence. The proposal was met with a mix of skepticism and awe. The operation's success hinged on precision timing and the unpredictable nature of the anomaly. However, the potential rewards outweighed the risks. Uncovering the origins of the void surge could provide the key to neutralizing it permanently. Commander Miles, recognizing the plan's audacity and necessity, gave his approval. Volunteers were called for the infiltration team, and the response was overwhelming. The crew's morale, bolstered by their previous victory, was high. They were ready to face the unknown for the sake of the galaxy. The team, handpicked by Miles and Zilk, comprised the best and bravest from the Coalition fleet. They were equipped with specialized suits designed to protect them from the anomaly's harsh conditions and armed with the latest technology to breach the structure's defenses. As the fleet initiated the energy pulse sequence, a temporary corridor of stability formed within the anomaly, a tunnel through the darkness. The infiltration team, aboard a specially modified shuttle, embarked on their mission, guided by the hopes and prayers of the entire fleet. Navigating the corridor was a harrowing experience. The shuttle was buffeted by waves of dark energy, each fluctuation threatening to cast them into the abyss. Yet the pilot's skill and the shuttle's design kept them on course, drawing ever closer to the structure at the anomaly's heart. The structure itself was a marvel of engineering, its surface a maze of intricate patterns that pulsed with energy. Landing the shuttle proved to be another challenge, but the team managed to secure a foothold on the structure's exterior. They breached the outer wall, stepping into a vast, dimly lit interior that defied their expectations. Inside, they encountered not the machinery of destruction they had anticipated, but a complex array of devices and systems, dormant yet humming with potential. The team split up, each member tasked with investigating different sections of the structure, searching for any data or controls that could shed light on the surge's purpose and how to stop it. As they delved deeper into the structure, they uncovered evidence of a civilization advanced beyond their understanding, one capable of creating and possibly controlling the void surge. The realization that they were standing within a weapon of unimaginable power was sobering, but it also offered hope. If the structure controlled the surge, then there was a way to deactivate it. The team worked tirelessly, deciphering alien symbols and interfacing with unfamiliar technology. Zilk, with his unique perspective, proved invaluable, offering insights that guided their efforts. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, they discovered the structure's control center, a room dominated by a massive console that pulsed with the dark energy of the void surge. Commander Miles, part of the infiltration team, approached the console. With Zilk at his side, they began the delicate process of interfacing with the alien system, searching for a way to turn the weapon against the surge itself, to collapse the anomaly and end the threat once and for all. Back on the Endeavor the crew waited anxiously for any sign of success. The energy pulses maintaining the corridor were weakening, and time was running out. The mission's success rested on the shoulders of Miles, Zilk, and their team, standing in the dark heart of an alien structure, fighting to save the galaxy from destruction. Inside the alien structure, Commander Jack Miles and Zilk, alongside their specialized team, raced against time to decipher the control mechanisms that governed the void surge. The console before them, an intricate network of pulsating energy and alien symbols, held the key to deactivating the cosmic phenomenon threatening the galaxy. With each passing moment, the stability of the temporary corridor created by the Coalition fleet's synchronized energy pulses weakened, threatening to trap them within the anomaly. Despite the mounting pressure, the team worked with a calm precision, their focus unwavering. Zilk, his understanding of the surge's energy patterns proving invaluable, guided Miles through the alien interface. Together, they initiated a sequence that they hoped would reverse the surge's flow, targeting the structure itself in a feedback loop that would neutralize the anomaly. As the sequence activated, the structure shuddered, its energy fluctuations intensifying. Outside, the Coalition fleet observed a visible change in the anomaly's behavior. The dark energy that had once seemed an impenetrable barrier began to recede, drawn back toward the structure like a tide going out. On the Endeavor the crew watched in awe as the anomaly, which had consumed entire worlds, diminished before their eyes. The operation, a gamble on an unprecedented scale, was working. The structure, now the focal point of the surge's destructive energy, began to collapse under the strain of the feedback loop. Within the structure, alarms sounded, and the environment became increasingly unstable. Miles ordered an immediate evacuation. The team, their objective achieved, made their way back to the shuttle, navigating through corridors that shifted and distorted as the structure's integrity faltered. The shuttle's departure from the structure was a race against time, as the anomaly's energy threatened to engulf them. But the skill of the pilot and the determination of the team prevailed, and they emerged from the collapsing anomaly, greeted by the sight of the Coalition fleet against the backdrop of a now calm space. The fleet's cheers of victory were broadcast across the ships as the shuttle docked with the Endeavor. Miles and Zilk, stepping onto the bridge, were met with applause and admiration from the crew. Their daring mission had not only neutralized the void surge, but it also saved countless worlds from annihilation. The Galactic Council, once skeptical and dismissive, received the news of the mission's success with a mixture of shock and gratitude. The council members, forced to confront their preconceptions and biases, extended their congratulations and thanks to the Coalition fleet, acknowledging the bravery and ingenuity that had averted a galactic catastrophe. The aftermath of the mission saw a shift in galactic politics and perspectives. The Coalition's success against the Void Surge served as a testament to the power of unity and cooperation across species and civilizations. Zilk, once laughed at and dismissed, was celebrated as a hero, his warnings and knowledge instrumental in saving the galaxy. Commander Miles, reflecting on the mission, saw it as a turning point, not only in his career, but in the history of interstellar relations. The Void Surge, a force of destruction, had become a catalyst for unity, bringing together disparate peoples in a common cause. As the Coalition fleet made its journey back to Federation space, they did so not as a collection of ships from different worlds, but as a unified force, a symbol of hope and collaboration. The tide had indeed turned, not just against the Void Surge, but in the hearts and minds of all who had witnessed the power of working together for a greater good. In the wake of the Coalition's triumphant return, the Galactic Council convened a special session to honor those who had faced the Void Surge. The vast hall, once filled with skepticism and laughter at Zilk's initial plea, was now abuzz with a palpable sense of respect and anticipation. Representatives from across the galaxy gathered, eager to celebrate the heroes of a mission that had forever altered the course of galactic history. At the heart of the ceremony stood Commander Jack Miles and Zilk, surrounded by the brave crew of the USS Endeavour and their allies from the Coalition fleet. The atmosphere was one of solemn gratitude, a stark contrast to the disbelief that had initially greeted their mission. The head of the Galactic Council, a distinguished figure who had once doubted the feasibility of confronting the Void Surge, addressed the assembly. Today we stand united, not just as members of this council, but as denizens of the galaxy, to honor those who ventured into the unknown and faced a threat beyond our wildest imaginations, he began, his voice echoing through the chamber. He turned to Zilk, offering a nod of profound respect. To Zilk, who came to us as a stranger, bearing a warning we were all too quick to dismiss. Your courage to stand before us, undeterred by our disbelief, has been the beacon that guided us through the darkness. Then, addressing Commander Miles, and to Commander Jack Miles, whose unwavering resolve and leadership forged a coalition of unprecedented unity. You saw potential where others saw impossibility, and your actions have not only saved countless worlds, but have also paved the way for a future of cooperation and understanding. The ceremony continued with the presentation of the Galactic Medal of Valor to each member of the mission, the highest honor the Council could bestow. As the medals were awarded, the chamber erupted in applause, a sound that resonated with the promise of new beginnings. In the days that followed, the story of their mission was broadcast across the galaxy, inspiring worlds and peoples far and wide. The bravery of Miles, Zilk, and their coalition became a legend, a tale of unity overcoming adversity and a reminder of the strength found in diversity. The Galactic Council, reflecting on the lessons learned from the ordeal, initiated the formation of a permanent coalition task force dedicated to responding to cosmic threats. Commander Miles was appointed as its leader, with Zilk serving as an advisor, ensuring that the galaxy would never again be caught unprepared. The mission against the Void Surge had started as a desperate gamble, driven by the determination of a few. It ended as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the many, a collective effort that transcended boundaries and preconceptions. As Commander Miles stood looking out at the stars from the deck of the Endeavour he couldn't help but feel a sense of optimism for the future. The galaxy was vast, filled with unknown dangers and boundless opportunities. But whatever challenges lay ahead, he knew they would face them together, as allies forged in the heart of darkness, now shining brightly as beacons of hope for all the galaxy to follow. The aftermath of the Void Surge's neutralization marked not just a victory over a cosmic threat, but the dawn of a new era for the Galactic Council and its member worlds. Commander Jack Miles, Zilk, and their valiant crew had become symbols of hope, courage, and the unyielding strength that comes from unity and diversity. In the weeks following the ceremony, the galaxy buzzed with activity. Worlds once on the brink of despair now looked forward to reconstruction and renewal, with the Galactic Coalition Task Force at the forefront of these efforts. Commander Miles, appointed as its leader, worked closely with representatives from across the galaxy, including Zilk, to oversee relief operations and establish early warning systems against future threats. Zilk's homeworld, saved from the brink of destruction, became a beacon of cooperation. Scientists, engineers, and diplomats from various civilizations converged there, working together to repair the damage inflicted by the Void Surge and to study the anomaly's remnants. The planet, once isolated and unknown, emerged as a hub of interstellar collaboration and research. The Galactic Council, its eyes now open to the possibilities of unity, embarked on ambitious projects to foster closer relations among its members. Trade routes were established, cultural exchanges flourished, and joint military exercises became routine, all under the banner of mutual protection and prosperity. Commander Miles, reflecting on the journey from skepticism to triumph, often found himself at the center of these initiatives, his experience and leadership invaluable. Yet, he remained humble, always quick to highlight the contributions of his crew and allies, particularly Zilk, whose warning had set them on this path. Zilk, for his part, became a revered figure, not just on his homeworld, but across the galaxy. His courage to seek help in the face of ridicule had paved the way for the Coalition's formation and the subsequent victory. He dedicated himself to bridging the gaps between civilizations, serving as an ambassador of peace and cooperation. As the galaxy moved forward, the legacy of their struggle against the Void Surge lived on. The USS Endeavour and the Coalition fleet were celebrated in stories and songs, their mission taught in academies and schools as a testament to what could be achieved when beings from different worlds stood together against a common foe. And while the galaxy would always face challenges, the unity forged in the darkness of the Void Surge provided a shining example of how to meet them. The Galactic Council, once a forum of division and derision, had transformed into a genuine assembly of cooperation, guiding the galaxy toward a future filled with promise and hope. Commander Miles, standing once again on the bridge of the Endeavour gazed out into the stars, a sense of contentment filling him. Beside him, Zilk shared the view, their friendship a microcosm of the galaxy's newfound harmony. The galaxy is vast, filled with wonders and perils, Miles mused, his voice reflective. And now, we face them together, Zilk replied, a smile in his voice, not as separate peoples, but as a united galaxy. As the Endeavour set a course for the next mission, its crew ready for whatever challenges lay ahead, it carried with it the spirit of unity, a reminder that even the greatest darkness could be overcome by the light of cooperation. The battle against the Void Surge had ended, but the journey of the Endeavour and the Coalition continued, sailing toward a horizon filled with the light of a new dawn, a galaxy united in purpose and hope.